Good morning, folks. Happy Saturday. Man, that's right. It's Saturday morning, October 10th, or whatever time it is when you're listening to this playback, whatever. The day's finally come. And yeah, now that I see myself in the camera, the red shirt, the green background, seems like it could be closer to December 25th. Anyway. Hope everyone here is staying safe. I know the COVID has taken a toll on all of us. Please make sure you're reaching out to friends and family regularly and checking in on them. This is a really tough time for everybody. But on a lighter note, I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. I know it's so much easier to hit that snooze button, sleep in, easier than jumping in front of the computer, especially on a Saturday morning. But hopefully you've had a chance to grab a cup of coffee or tea or whatever your morning beverage of choice is, and you're ready for a great day of learning. I can tell you that we, the whole BSides team, are super excited that you are here, and that we have a great lineup of speakers and content today. First, before we go into any of that though, if you're not already on the Discord, please come hang out with us. There are a number of other folks on there. Please introduce yourself. The speakers are also on there, and that's where you're going to be able to ask them questions during their talks. I think a good goal today, aside from learning, obviously, introduce yourself to somebody you've never met. Help build up that network. We do have a giveaway today. Sands has given us a 4-month online subscriptions to Net Continuous. While I've not used it before myself, I hear that it's great. It is an online cyber range where you can go and learn new skills, polish up old skills. Sounds like there are quite a few good courses and challenges on Net Continuous, things that you can learn, things from PowerShell to threat detection, Linux fundamentals if you're new to Linux, Windows exploits if you're new to that. I think we have a talk on Windows exploits even today. So there's quite a bit more on there as well. Gosh, I think that's roughly a $3,200 value. So thanks, Sands, for letting us give that away. Now we'll be giving that away through some random magic, I guess. It'll essentially be somebody will be chosen at random. You must be present to win on the Discord, so that's another reason to jump on the Discord. The Discord links, I'm told, are right down here. So if you're not already on the Discord links, they're there. They're also on the website, the BSides Boulder .org website. If you're not able to get them from here, you can find them there. Let's see. Let's talk about the schedule. If you're here already, which all of you are already here, you know that we started at 9 o'clock. The keynote is going to start at 9:30, and that gives me, gosh, just about 20-ish, somewhere around there. More minutes to just kind of babble on and listen to myself talk, because, yeah, Yeah, well, hopefully I can get some useful details out to everyone about today. The schedule, as we mentioned, is on the BSides Boulder website. You can find that at bsidesboulder.org/schedule. We're excited that we were able to have a number of great talks even for this very first event. We put out an RFP back in January, I think it was, and we're a bit, worried that maybe we wouldn't get anybody that wanted to talk at BSides Boulder. But man, we were really pleasantly surprised with what we ended up with. We ended up with quite a few good talks to choose from, and those ones that we chose, the speakers have all been super patient and understanding with the rescheduling and the moving this to online. So we thank them for all of that. There are a total of 9 sessions plus a keynote. So a bunch of great content to learn from and listen to today. Obviously, you won't be able to see all 9 today because they are split between 2 tracks. These 2 tracks are very conveniently named Track 1 and Track 2. Any of the talks that are in the Track 1 column on that schedule page are, in this YouTube feed. So you won't have to go very far for that. Any of the other ones, they'll be on the other stream. So those streams, well, both the links to both streams are in the Discord channel, so that you can find them very easily. Should also be able to go to the BSides Boulder channel on YouTube and find them there, I think. I think that's how it's set up. If you have questions for the speakers during their talks, you can ask those in the Track 1 and Track 2 channels in Discord. And if they have time, the speakers will go ahead and answer a few of those questions live on the stream, but otherwise they may just answer them in the Discord channel itself. Those Track 1 and Track 2, please let's kind of keep those reserved for just those Track 1, Track 2 talks, and only for the questions and the follow-ups, and general chatting can be done in the social channel. So that's where we'll keep those 2. All of the talks will be available after the event is over. So if you're struggling to decide which one do I want to see, which one do I more want to see, I mean, there are a couple really good ones, well, all of them are really good, but there might be some that are super interesting to you side by side. Just know that those talks will be available in the future. It might take just a couple weeks to get all of those cut and posted on YouTube because, well, life is busy and we don't want to just have that really long video stream on YouTube. We can just have each talk cut up so they're easier to find. Make sure you're following the BSides Boulder YouTube and the BSides Boulder on Twitter, where we'll announce when all of those are ready. And again, we're expecting that to be just within a couple weeks. So take a look at that schedule page, folks, if you haven't already, so that you know how best to set up your day. Final thing about the schedule and the sessions, please, after watching each session, please take a minute to fill out the speaker feedback form. This allows us to give really great feedback to the speakers, things they can improve, things that you liked, things, those kind of things, so that they can grow as speakers. All of these, or most all of these speakers are well-seasoned speakers anyway, but everybody certainly appreciates learning of areas where they can improve. This also helps us as a team make sure that we are getting the type of speakers and the type of content that you guys are all wanting to see. Yeah, the link to the feedback form, as with all the other ones, will be placed in the Discord channel. In one of them, or two of them, or all of them, you'll find it. You'll certainly be able to see it. We'll plaster it in there a number of times because we really value that feedback. So thank you for doing that. Thank you ahead of time for doing all of that. Excuse me. Note that there is a CTF going on today. You may have noticed in the Discord that there is the Elastic CTF channel. If you want information on that, please join that channel. I think the plan is they are going to drop a URL in that channel at around 10:30. The link does take you to a Zoom call where they will be doing that CTF. They'll be giving you some information, how to access things, some kind of teaching some other information about the what you should be looking for, and the Elasticsearch or the Elastic, all of the information that you'll need for the CTF. Should be a good time. Please, take time, visit that and see, what it is all about. We have more information on our site, the BSidesBoulder.org CTF. Well, BSidesBoulder.org/CTF. So if there are questions about that, head there, and also into that Elastic CTF channel. We have, or I've mentioned Discord a number of times already, but I did just want to cover the Discord rules for today. Discord rules should be similar to many others that you've seen in the past, and really should not be too difficult to remember. We're all here to have a good time. We're all here to learn, meet new people, grow our personal and business networks, and continue to build this great community. So really the main rule, you can read the full listing, the full write-up of rules on in the rules channel. It's posted there, it's pinned there, but the end all is just don't be a jerk. If you are, you'll be removed. Seems easy enough to remember, seems easy enough to follow. I know that being a jerk is kind of subjective, but being the admins and organizers, we get to choose what that means. So we do have admins who are going to be monitoring Discord to make sure that everybody's acting accordingly. Know that there are a number of times during the day where things get a little bit busy. So if you do happen to see somebody acting out or being a jerk, please don't hesitate to reach out to one of the admins. Let us know. Again, we want everybody to have a great day, a great time, and feel safe coming to BSides Boulder. So reach out to one of the admins and we'll go ahead and work to get that issue resolved. Let's see, BSides Boulder, like kind of a background on BSides Boulder. Let's see, how did we get here and why do we have a BSides Boulder? So first, let me say that BSides Boulder, the creation of BSides Boulder was in no way, shape, or form an attempt to split up Colorado between BSides Boulder and BSides Denver. In fact, we have great respect for the Denver team and all the work that they've done, and over the many years that they've been around. I can say I was able to attend the BSides Denver event in September, and thought it was amazing as always. They did a great job. They also were able to roll with the punches and do the online event, and I'm super appreciative, to them for continuing to do that. So the BSides Boulder, the reason why we're around is because we just wanted to provide a little bit more opportunity, right, for everybody to learn. This is partially why we were originally aiming to have this event back in April, right? The idea was that the BSides Boulder and BSides Denver events would not be so close to each other. BSides Boulder would be in the springtime, BSides Denver would be in, they would continue to be able to do theirs in the fall, and there'd be, really, I guess, close to 6 months, between them. So it's just the opportunity to have more content more often, and continue to build the Colorado security community as a whole. We were super excited about having our event in April. I mean, it was great. We had a great venue picked out over at CU. We had catering that was almost put together, like really all we had to do for that. We got to the point where all we had to do was say yes and send them money and, have the delivery date. But, and we were all so super excited about that. But, COVID happens, and we weren't able to move forward with all of that. Kind of, the full team was pretty bummed about that. We do, have a really great team, right? So proud of the team that we have here, that's putting on this event. And, we were all able to take a couple of weeks off away from, the planning, kind of decompress a little bit, and then started planning for an event to happen, in the fall. We had hoped that COVID would have, kind of either gone away completely or, was a little less scary, and that we would be able to have an in-person meeting or an in-person event, and that we could, utilize the venue that we had already picked out, and like we had already done all that work. We were trying to see if we could use that again, maybe in the future. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But when it became clear that that just was not going to happen, there was a pivot, in plans for the swag. We got some great swag. We had to plan. Originally, when everybody signed up, we had not asked for, addresses or any of that type of information, but we kind of had to go back to everybody. Thank you again. Get addresses, plan for shipping, all of the swag. The team also started digging into the online streaming, and seeing what that was going to take. and how that was going to work best for BSides Boulder. And again, things started getting exciting again. I mean, even just, gosh, even this last week, we have been going on all cylinders, just kind of, to the last, to the very end, to even today, there are things happening in the background right now that maybe you can tell, maybe you can't tell, hopefully you can't tell, but just things that we're working through in the background even right now. But I know that with this team that we have, we're going to be able to make today awesome. So that does bring us all the way up to today. Again, we have a great lineup of speakers, and I want to thank them for all of their patience and flexibility and the willingness to get online for this. Speaking of patience and flexibility, all of the sponsors for this event have been amazing. The sponsors allow us to put on this event, and they're the ones that allow us to send out the swag. And while all of their logos, they're all on the swag, and they're all on the frames here, and you'll be able to see them throughout the day, I did want to call out, our title sponsor in particular, Rule 4. Full disclosure, I do have to let you know that I work at Rule 4, but they have been super supportive and on board with this whole event from the very beginning. They were super excited to hear about it. They were the first sponsor to sign on. They were patient and understanding with all of the updates, and with us postponing the event and with us going online. And even during the last year, they have, even pre-COVID, they had allowed us to use office space as meeting places for planning. And really, I, as an organizer, can say that they really do care about the community, whether it's this BSides Boulder event, DC 720, which is a meetup that is hosted there, Boulder Linux Users Group, DevOps, so many other meetups and things that are hosted there that they're super supportive about. Well, okay, they're not currently hosted there due to COVID, but hopefully we'll be able to get back in those offices in the near future, so that we can have the community events again. But really, they've been super supportive of all of the events like this one, and I just want to say thank you to Rule 4. One way that you all can help us out doing that is to follow them on Twitter at Rule 4. Reach out to them, and really reach out to all the sponsors. Please reach out to all the sponsors, follow all the sponsors on Twitter. Let them know how much you appreciate them supporting the community, supporting events like this, and how awesome they are for doing that kind of stuff. It really just takes a couple seconds, right? A couple seconds to say, hey, thank you for supporting hashtag BSides Boulder. That goes a long way to show them that their sponsorship counts, that their sponsorship matters, and that you all care that they are sponsoring events like this. And it will ensure that we are able to get sponsorships from them and others in the future, and allow us to continue BSides Boulder into the future. So let's see, while the sponsors allow us to put this on, with funding and support, all of you guys are the reasons why we do this. There's been a small team of people, like I mentioned, who've been working really hard to get the initial setup of BSides Boulder in place, working behind the scenes, with the RFPs, selection process, streaming, swag, all of that stuff, just so that we can all be here today. But without you all, this great community, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be doing this. So thank you all for attending today. Thank you for all the support you've given. Thank you for being understanding and flexible, and just being a really great community. We're super excited to be part of this community. Let's see. I think we got just a couple more minutes here. So please, take just a couple minutes, go refill your coffee, your tea, or whatever your morning drink of choice is. Come back here just before 9:30, and we'll get started with our great keynote speaker, which I'm really excited about. Erica Norenberg, who's going to be talking about pen testing the self and hacking failure for success. Thank you all, and let's have a great day.